Once humans develop artificial intelligence, it would take off on its own.
There is no place in heaven for you.
Kaniyan Pungundranar in 3000 years back in Tamil classic Purananur. He says, Yadum Ure, Yavarun Keli.
Feels very fine. To be 84 years of age.
முதல் தமிழ் தான் இன்றைக்கு நான்காவது தமிழாக நம்மால் கருதப்படுகிற அறிவியல் தமிழ்.
From these great stars, both of your bodies have gained the sight.
Use one very natural product, death.
Respected sir, can you please brief to us how you went to United States of America for surgical training? How the movement happened? What was the reason behind traveling to USA and your basic experiences in USA learning?
After graduation, 1 year I was in government service, Andhra Pradesh government service as a medical officer in primary health center in a small village in Nellore. That was a wonderful experience for me because I should know what is the life problems of villagers, how they suffer for lack of contact with the medical assistance, medical help, and where they go for odd hours when when there is somebody ill. There is no doctor, no qualified doctor around them except some unqualified packs. So that 1 year was a great experience to me. I used to travel by they provided a UNICEF van, and also if the van is not there, I used to go by tractor or bus or bund. Either way, whatever communication was available, I used to go. So that experience really, I think, made me change my mindset towards the sympathy towards the rural population, how they suffer for want of medical help. So then, after 1 year, I decided to go to USA for higher studies. I did not do MS, though I got the MS seat. I wrote to them saying that I am not coming for MS, I am going abroad. So at the time, there was an examination called ECFMG, that is Educational Council for Foreign Medical Graduates, conducted by Americans in various cities of in the world. So at the time in Chennai also, Loyola College, they conducted this examination. This is in 1965. And their pass mark was 75%. So if you don't get 70%, you are not selected and you will not be able to go to USA. So because I was out of touch for 1 year, I was in medical officer in a village, So I applied 1 month leave, came to Madras, went to USIS library. They have the US Information Service Library, and went through all the syllabus required for the examination, and then got through their ECF examination with 83% mark. So there was no difficulty at all. Immediately I was offered a job in hospitals in USA, and one of the best hospitals which you can't even dream now to get in is the Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore. I got the surgical residency for 5 years. When it was 5 years, I must tell you, my young doctors, time spent in training is very, very worthwhile. It is never waste, because, for example, our MS at the time was only 2 years. Now it is 3 years. At the time, it was only 2 years. Imagine, compared to 2 years training of Indian MS, compared to 5 years training of American residency, what difference does it make? It made tremendous amount of difference. So I was a full-fledged surgeon by American standards at the end of 5th year of my training. So 5 years I was trained in general and vascular surgery, because my chief, the great guy, Professor Zimmerman, he was a general surgeon, vascular surgeon, thoracic surgeon. He was board certified in so many specialties. So he was an all-rounder. So luckily, I also became an all-rounder working with him for 5 years. So this is my experience. The American system is something different from our system. In our system of post-graduation, student works with one chief, and if the chief is good, you will become a good surgeon. The chief is substandard, you will become a substandard surgeon. This is the unfortunate situation in India. But USA, it is not like that. You work with 50 surgeons during the course of 5 years. There will be one chief in charge of your education, but you will be rotating, working with 50 surgeons, assisting their operations, working with them, diagnosing, and then making rounds with them. So that means, for example, inguinal hernia, you will see 50 surgeons doing inguinal hernia, different techniques. You can question them, why do you prefer this technique to the other one? Why that man is doing that, why you are doing this? So he will try to explain these plus points. So the concept of American training is, at the end of your training, you can be better than all 50 of them because you pick up all the good things from all the 50 people. This is their concept. And the training, they have so much confidence in training. There is no exam. After the end of 5 years of training, there is no exam at all. You can start practicing as a surgeon. Only time you require an exam is if you want to become a teacher in a university, you have to take the American board. Otherwise, there is no need at all. You can straight away start practicing as a surgeon at the end of your 5 years of training. See, this is the confidence they have in training, and very much acceptable also. So this is the PG qualification. And during my training, I know ultimately I'll be returning to India. And the American qualification is not, at that time, not well known in India. Only British FRCS was well known. So I was bent upon taking FRCS before I returned to India. So what I did, I was studying for FRCS when I was doing my residency. Third year, that is 1968, I came to UK on a vacation trip, stayed there for about 6 weeks, wrote the Part 1 exam, which is basic sciences, which is very difficult because you would have forgotten all the basic sciences. No, clinically, you may be familiar, but basic sciences is a very tough thing. So I got through first attempt, went back to USA, continued my residency. 5th year, when I was almost, according to the American standard, I was almost a full-fledged surgeon. Then I went for Part 2. And it was a walkthrough for me because the training given by Americans is extraordinary. And I would have done more surgery than some of my examiners would have done in UK. So this is it. Theoretically, they may catch you somewhere. But in practical discussion, there is no way they could have disqualified me. So I got through first attempt itself, went back, finished my American training for a few more months, and then returned to India in July 1970. 5 years I was there. Immediately I joined Stanley Medical College.